Hello, everyone, and welcome to Euphoria, a community spotlighting diverse TTRPG creatives here locally in Europe. You can support and follow Euphoria on all their socials below. Thank you so much for joining me tonight alongside these three wonderfully creative and thoughtful players. This one shot game of March Winds, April Showers is part of TTRPGirls, a month long event celebrating and uplifting TTRPG creatives who are women or femmes. If you're watching this live or during this month, you can check out them on socials or on Discord, and you can see all the future events posted and linked. My name is Luyu Sun. I am an Asian American woman with black hair, glasses, and a teal dress. I am so thrilled to be joining you. I'm going to popcorn it over to Anya. You're muted.
I had hard muted, sorry. Um, yes, so Anya, pronouns are she, her. I am a blonde woman wearing glasses and a very cozy orange dress that I love so much. Was there something else I was supposed to say? I don't remember. Cool. So I'm going to popcorn it over to Diane.
Hi. So I am Diane, she, her. I am a white woman with dark hair wearing a bob uh, sort of shirt, pink shirt, kind of, and um, a flowery something underneath. And I'm wearing glasses and red lipstick. I'm gonna popcorn it to song.
Hello, I'm Song. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a Black American woman with reddish brown locks that are curly and over my shoulder, wearing a black tank and a black burnt out velvet kimono type uh, shawl thing. um,
Wonderful. And the player we are missing tonight is Renee Williams, our good friend, also she, her. We miss you a lot. Wish you were here. So, tonight we will be playing March Winds, April Showers, written by our very own Michelle Kelly. The game is about beginning to walk new paths of our own and the bittersweet goodbyes that come from parting with friends. Because this is a live streamed, improvised game, we cannot give complete content warnings over all scenarios. However, for your safety in the audience, because you matter to us, here are the following themes that are likely in this scenario: immigration, migration, displacement, divorce, and aging or deceased parental figures. So, on the edge of the river, there are walkways on both sides. It is a blustery time of year. The winds are rattling through the newly budded plants, not quite flowers, just beginning to show their faces everywhere. There is a massive stone bridge arching between the two halves of the city that we are in. And there is a few ducks and seagulls on the water. Some of them are swimming, and one pair is actually not in the water, but it's perched on the wooden rafter beams under the bridge. And it looks like they have a little paltry nest. One of them sits, and one of them is just getting ready to spring up and fly somewhere new. Maybe in ways, that's what we are doing here tonight. However, we are not on the riverfront just yet. We are in a crowded hotel. It's early breakfast, but the breakfast buffet closes at 8 a.m. God, who does that? And so all of us have come down here. We've got rings on our eyes. Maybe our hair is messy. And all of our suitcases are in hand, ready to store somewhere so that we can have this final day together in Broadfoot. Who is it that we see first sitting at the table eating hash browns or toast?
mm,
I feel like Celeste would be one of the last to come down.
Sure.
Yeah, I think Clara would probably be there. Would be down first. Just in the like kind of wanted to sleep a little bit more, but I was like, no, I should get going, get ready, kind of bleary-eyed, and sitting there with like a cup of tea and very like light kind of not a completely full plate, but just kind of like picking because a little like not really ready for the day, but we're approaching. So
You hear moans and shuffling sounds, not unlike that of a zombie, as a zombie Emily shuffles towards you, plate full of eggs and sausage. What does Emily see as she's walking towards Celeste? What do you look like?
You mean towards Clara? Clara?
Towards Clara.
oh, you see, a curvy black woman with, long locks and a shaved side of her head on the left. She's wearing a very floral, kind of sundress with, like, a drapey shawl similar to the one that I'm wearing, in a, like, coordinating pattern, but just on the edge of clashing. But a lot of pattern mixing going on here. Um, and she has like layered necklaces and like different stones and mostly silver, and rings and like large they're not hoops, but they're kind of like a frame that had like a just a generic shape that has like woven threaded just a like starburst of like bright colors in them. And yeah, she's sitting there with a very large cup of tea.
The normally put together Emily is showing the roughness of the days on the road, of this travel. Normally, you actually mostly see her in like business jackets and slacks, casual corporate stuff. But today, she's given up. She's thrown a pair of jeans over just a regular schmegular t-shirt and a cardigan. And she is closely followed by a friend. Which friend is that? Please describe them.
I think probably Angie couldn't stay in the room alone. It was too much. Like she wasn't really up yet, but there was an absence and it was too much and she had to calm down. And so you see Angie. Angie has like shoulder length or light hair, is wearing kind of really classic tourist attire, like flower print shirt or uh, a bum bag that she's trying to wear it like across like this because she knows it's better, but it usually ends up at her waist. Um, she as soon as she's outside, she's gonna have a big bob on, but right now it's in the bum bag, waiting patiently. Um, and yeah, she's like you can see that the clothes, even after days of just traveling around and doing stuff, are still pretty clean and pretty. They've been like uh, well put together, and but she's very stressed also, and you can feel her relax as she notices Emily, and then Clara is like, okay, the girls are here.
The girls are here except one. Shortly before the breakfast buffet closes, who is the last to arrive?
The last person to arrive. Listen, Celeste comes down. She is very hungover. She's wearing her sunglasses, which hilariously are actually eye correcting, so I can just wear them normally. But she is wearing a simple black tank top and like almost like combat boots and those green trousers that have the pockets on the sides and all that. And her arms are just covered in tattoos that look like little postage stamps of every place that she's ever visited or lived in. And they're all just little, all over decorating her arms. Looks almost like a cascading fall of them, reaching down to her wrists. And she is just very groggy looking around and has a simple bag slung over her shoulder. And I'm
The
happy to keep wearing these.
The 4 of us certainly cut an interesting picture alongside the mostly retirees who are here to view nearby castles and whatnot. But this is the final day of our girls' trip. Absolutely blasted through the days doing various things, beaching, uh, relaxing, not snorkeling, pasta, craft night. But it's the final day. What is the mood like here at the table, as we get ready to depart for something nice?
Well, I'm certainly excited, aren't you guys? It'd be nice to get out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
You look
Um,
really excited. Is that why you have the dark sunglasses on? Because 'Cause you're so excited?
Yes. The most excited. As soon as I drink an entire carafe of coffee, I'm sure I will be fine.
yes, I was gonna talk to you too about that because you look like you have your hangover looks, and they're just the breakfast, the actual breakfast is quite small, but there are like a ton of like complementary dishes, and so you can just and she's gonna show you. She's got like 15 different dishes, just very small and have very small things in them. And if I think if you eat something, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be get better, probably. I don't know.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're
Just a
not
little bit.
wrong, but there's only so many times you can eat potatoes before you get a little tired of potatoes. No, just me?
It depends on how they're cooked, but yes, I feel what you're going for. They have to, like,
There's so many
vary. They
different
can't be the same type of potato every time.
Because
yeah.
potatoes are
You can
always
use
good.
all different
Yeah.
kinds of methods of preparing potatoes, and
Yeah.
yet it's always the same every single day.
Oh, like
Yeah.
fries and like mashed potatoes are so different. Like I can alternate them, and there's always a different flavor, right? Okay,
Mm.
okay, not the time for potato discussion. Okay, okay.
I think we're all just a little
Ooh.
tired. God, my head is pounding. What's on the itinerary for today again?
Oh,
It's
Did we
the boat,
haven't?
isn't it? Or
Oh, the
the
boat.
boat,
Oh yeah,
yes.
It's wild that we've lived here for so many years and none of us have actually taken a cruise on the river.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They
never
always
been a
look like so much
priority.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be okay on a boat?
Uh,
Okay, so we need to
Being on a
pack
boat.
some, like, mint. Queasy
Uh,
stomachs.
Yeah, maybe you should re-eat something if it makes
hmm.
you feel better, even if it's there are other things, not just potatoes.
The last calls for the buffet ring out, and the girls who wish to pick up their plates and hurriedly go grab more things, hopefully to stave off the looming hangover. Um,
Greasy, greasy food.
greasy, greasy food. We find ourselves shortly after having stored our luggage for the day. And we are near the Valin River and approaching something which none of us have done before, which is river cruises. Would somebody tell me what the sight is when we walk up to this pier? What do we see?
So, since I was the one who suggested this, I think I've never actually done it, but basically, it's a very flat bottom boat that we are in charge of ourselves. And there are rooms and everything, but you just go like 5 miles an hour, like very nice and slow down the river and get drunk while you drive the boat.
I didn't realize we were in charge of it.
And she was 100% not aware of that.
Maybe this was the one situation where somebody books one event, somebody books the other. When we
Yeah.
show up, we're like, "Oh, where's the
Where's
person
the
who's gonna
driver?
drive the
Where's the
boat?"
captain?
That's us.
Celeste, like,
Oh, no.
do you have a boat license?
No, but you don't need one for these. They're very slow and very difficult to crash.
Oh, very difficult, meaning it's doable, or?
I mean, yeah,
Um,
fine.
Technically
La-
anything you can crash, but
Last day of a girls' trip, crashing a boat.
Lovely.
Let's get on.
okay. I'm probably the least hungover, so I think I'll attempt to drive.
I think I would like this to be like an emotional move for NG,
Sure, go ahead.
um, because she is not comfortable getting on that thing at all.
So go ahead and roll a d12.
It's a two.
It's a two.
Um, yeah, March winds, your rage picks up in sudden gusts. Um, I think NG is just like, this is not what we planned. This is not what we said. This was supposed to be a cruise. A cruise has a guide. There is no guide. But she's like muttering to herself, and she's not very good at keeping her emotions hidden. But at the very least, she doesn't want to just blow up outwardly towards her friends. She knows Celeste in particular is the bohemian. You can never know what's gonna happen with her. But like, she's pissed.
Mhm.
That is valid.
Yeah.
This isn't what you were expecting either, was it?
No, not at all. I have been on them before, and usually there is someone else driving. Um, uh, but that's okay. We're here. We paid for the excursion, so let's just give it a shot.
What's the worst that can happen?
No, don't say that.
Oh, please.
That's the one thing you don't say in these situations.
This is when the camera pans up to whatever tragic thing is going to befall.
Where's wood? We have to knock on wood right now.
You're on a boat.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, but
there's
the
plenty of
bottom is
food. There's
okay.
plenty of food. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Angie's gonna like hold on onto like unconsciously and hold on to Clara's shirt, like just like the way kids do when they're scared.
That's adorable.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Deep breaths. We'll be okay.
Yeah, yeah. Did you knock on wood?
Oh, yeah, multiple times.
Good, good, good.
Do-do.
Yeah.
As the boat
Okay.
crawls along the water, um, what beautiful thing do we see, beautiful or otherwise, do we see from a different angle that we've never seen before?
I think the city, first of all,
Yeah.
like looking at it from the other side of the coastline, like and getting to see a bit more of like um the skyline and the hills and everything. And it's certainly a change of perspective, which always makes things feel a bit different.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something magical about being just a little bit further away, seeing the
Mm.
city from a distance, whatever city you visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think maybe something we don't see from like the piers and like the riverbanks is that like there are a lot of graffiti and art, really pretty art just on the banks on both
Mhm.
sides.
Hmm.
Um, hey Angie, I noticed that you were a little upset. I understand. But I thought you said that you were always wanting adventure. I think this is the most adventurous thing we've ever done in the city.
I
Are
mean,
you?
okay, I like adventure as much as the next person. And yes, I'd want to be adventurous, but I like being told when there's an adventure coming. Okay? It's just I'm not gonna spontaneously I'm not Celeste. I'm not gonna spontaneously like just drop off the face of the world for like 3 months and go live in the jungle. I don't know. And I love that so much for her, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot of courage, and this is a first adventure, and I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine because I'm with all of you, and I love all of you. So I'm gonna be fine. But yeah, this was very sudden. This is a very sudden adventure.
When
Yeah.
you say drop off the face of the earth, I think you see something in Emily's expression change a little bit. I'm going to roll to see what her emotion state is. April showers. Your sadness opens in a sudden burst of tears, which it won't quite be like that for me. But when you say drops off the face of the earth, um, Emily frowns for a bit and she says, yeah, yeah, she definitely does, huh? I mean, sometimes she'll just text us a picture and say, in Madagascar. Then we don't hear from her for 3 weeks. But do you feel like when I go back to Evansville, it'll kind of feel like I've fallen off the face of the earth a little?
I don't want it to be. I hope. Well, we've set up all the socials and everything, and the group chat is there, and I don't know. I feel like if we want to keep doing something together, even I don't want to drop off the face of the earth, or for you to do so. Uh, yeah, I'm sorry. That was a bit. Sorry, that was not a nice thing to say.
No.
I'm happy to be here, even with Celeste at the wheel, and she's gonna look and am, am I mistaken in thinking that maybe Celeste is actually driving the boat and having a fun time doing so?
I feel like since it sounds like she was the one who booked this, since she's the only one who knew there was no driver. So I feel like she at least would have gotten the pointers, like when she picked up the keys or whatever for the boat.
Okay.
So she would actually kind of know what she's doing, um, in the way that someone who's never driven a golf cart before knows what they're doing. It's just much bigger. So she's definitely, and I personally have never been in one of these boats. I just want to do it. But um, she's learning as she goes,
Okay.
and also teaching whoever wants to take over as well.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll be up at the is it a cockpit when it's a boat? I don't think so. Um,
We
I
know
know
so much
boat
about boats,
terminology.
y'all.
If the
That's not the
boat
right
is a
one.
spaceship, then yes, but otherwise no.
No, the other one. I'll
Then
be up
like,
there with you.
Yeah.
I kind of want to roll for Celeste's emotions right now.
Sure.
A 2. Interesting. I feel like it's this is one of those things of Celeste is very much adventure, always looking for the next thing, the next fun, interesting, different thing. And one of those aspects is that she has a hard time connecting sometimes with the three of you, where she's more about the adventure. And so it's hard for her to understand people who aren't like, okay, let's spur of the moment go off and ride a camel or whatever, which I have done. It's fun. Almost lost my GoPro, uh,
Oops.
and now that is canon for Celeste. So it's not so much rage, but just this simmering little bit of frustration, probably tinged a bit by her headache from still being a little hungover. And it comes out in just like a little tap of her fingers on the steering wheel.
I think I would have brought, some, like, mint tea, um, with us since we're going on a boat and half of our party is hungover. Um, so I think I would, like, while I'm up there with you, like, try to hand you some do you want some tea? How's your stomach feeling?
The stomach's fine. It's just that last little bit of pain right at the base of my neck. I'm sure it'll be okay, but I'd love some tea.
Mint will help with that too.
Mm,
You feeling okay?
yeah, I'm fine. Just getting a little antsy. You know how I am.
Is the boat not going fast enough for you?
I was expecting it to be a little bit faster. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, I guess if they're gonna have people that don't really know how to drive it driving, they can't really like, the liability with having a speedy boat and people that don't know how to drive has gotta be astronomical.
I guess that's fair.
It's not the
Yeah,
idea,
okay.
though, and
I guess I
haven't
thought
seen
it'd
the
be
city
nice.
from this vantage point, so, um, that's cool.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be a nice little hurrah for us, you know?
Yeah.
No one else around, just well, it was the 5 of us, but just the 4
Yeah.
of us.
Aw. Yeah, Caroline would love this, I think.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, there's
Especially
nothing
since
saying,
she's
like
been here her whole life, but, you
yeah.
know,
I wonder if she has done it before then.
maybe. We could always ask.
Yeah. Should we
Wanna
send her
take
a
a selfie?
picture? Yes.
Yeah.
Aw. Maybe that gets the 4 of us together out of our little boat corners and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Absolutely.
"Guys, let's take a picture and send it to Caroline."
aw.
Mhm.
absolutely. Yes. I've been snapping pictures of every mural that we come across.
Mhm.
Um, I'm just wondering if it's too much.
Hmm.
I don't think that
Maybe.
she knows every single one. Maybe your
Yeah.
favorites?
Okay, yeah. 2 or 3? 2,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, click. And the photo is taken, and in short order, whoop, whoop. It's sent to and received by our friend. Um,
Caroline.
Emily says, you know, it's only now that I'm getting ready to leave the city that we're kind of doing the touristy things. It's nice, but I wonder what it must feel like for Carolyn, who she must have so many memories here. Maybe it's for the best that she wasn't on the boat trip.
Maybe.
Maybe. I
I don't
mean,
know.
yeah,
It would have been really nice to have it's not for the city, but just for the 5 of us to have a moment together.
yeah.
Yeah.
I I'm snapping every mural because I'm missing her. Um,
I mean, there's nothing saying that we can't, you know, like bookmark the trip and like maybe it's
Yeah.
something that we come back to every like year might be a lot, but maybe every couple years or something we can
yeah,
pick a day and we all get back together again and there's always Zoom. We could always still meet,
yes,
have our crafts craft
absolutely.
night.
Yeah.
It's not the same, of course, but
No.
But we can make more surprises when we're all crafting together. We all know what's going on all the time. So maybe
Mhm.
that's and Angie's gonna try to be like this is a sort of step towards Celeste. I mean, maybe this is a sort of adventure in itself. Like we kind of show each other and there's a little bit of a surprise. Oh, what have you done? You know?
Oh. So it'll be a little bit like what I do to all of you all the time, sending pictures from everywhere.
Yes.
a little bit, yeah.
Yes. A little bit more predictable, but still, who knows?
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Do
Um,
y'all keep in contact with friends from elsewhere
Yeah.
normally? Yeah.
Yeah, not as much as I would like, but I'm also really bad about responding to messages or remembering to
Yeah.
message people. I remember on their birthdays. I, like, send them messages on their birthdays, but, um, sometimes it's a little bit more time in between speaking with people than I would really like, but trying to get better about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we can do our Zoom craft meetups, I think that that would be nice. We would have to figure out time zones. Where are you going to school again in the fall?
Oh, it's, gonna be on the East Coast, so it would be, Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, okay.
yeah, time zones.
Mm,
It's a big bear for sure.
Yeah.
absolutely. Always a challenge, but a challenge we can overcome. I can always wake up in the middle of the night to do a craft night. I have no problem with that. Sleep
Yeah.
schedule, what's that?
You probably have way more experience with like crazy time zones all over. Yeah. Is it? Do you think you're gonna have a lot of jet lag when you?
Uh, at this point, I'm just so used to it that I just wait until it's dark out and fall asleep.
Yeah.
Myself, but it's doable.
Is jet lag worse than like hangover like you had this morning, or
Mm, yeah, because at least the hangover, is going to be gone after a few hours usually. Jet lag could last a week sometimes.
that's a lot.
It's a
Yeah.
long time.
There was one time when I had jet lag so bad that I was sleeping 2 or 3 hours a night, and that was it. And then I finally took some melatonin and I was fine.
Yeah. There's almost like a why are people traveling? Yeah.
Well, sure, it certainly has its advantages.
For the
I
adventure.
mean, yeah,
Yeah,
some of us wouldn't have met if we didn't travel.
Hey,
that's
Angie,
very true.
what's your next adventure after this?
Who's
Angie.
Yeah, Angie.
Well, um, I mean, I'm just gonna I'm gonna roll.
You're gonna roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll because I don't think Angie can answer that question unless she has a very clear
Roll,
mind.
roll, roll
yes.
dice.
Roll. Yeah, sorry. It's a 4, so
Hmm.
I just
Mm.
get slightly upset.
Sure.
Um, I'm like, well, I don't have big plans. I'm fine. I am just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. You're the ones with the big plans, and I'm so happy for you. And I don't have big plans. And it's fine. You'll always need big plans. Sorry, I just
It's
give me a
okay.
minute. And she's just gonna move to like the other side of the boat and try to breathe. Again, trying to not send out too many bad vibes.
Mm.
Oh, I
But
feel
she's been
bad.
shaken by this question.
I feel like I've upset her. I guess I didn't mean travel necessarily. I could have phrased it better though. I would I hope that she continues to be adventurous afterwards, you know?
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
I just I just want the best for her, that's all.
we all do.
Hmm. Hey, listen, change is hard for people. Like, not everyone is good at dealing with it. I don't know how that works, but that's me. But I know that not everyone can.
The nearby steamboat honks in agreement, as we continue to drift along. Um, cheers to that. But after a little bit,
Cheers.
bottles are opened, things, either alcoholic or non-alcoholic, are consumed, and we drift along towards the end of the trip. What's the mood like on the boat as we get ready to disembark?
I would like to roll actually. What is 7? That's the weather. Hang on. Oh
Yeah,
no,
next
that's the
stage.
emotions. Um, still a spring day. Your mind is clear. Your mood is clear. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I think I still am like it's like bittersweet for this to be over because this is one more tick mark on our list of things, which means we're getting closer to it all being done. But also, I feel like there's like the ever running to do list in the back of my mind of like preparing for, okay, so when we finish this and I have to do this and I have to make sure that I do. And I'm just kind of like
Hmm.
also running through the other things. So I don't think I'm fully feeling the like sad part of it yet. Not that I'm ignoring it, but there's just other things still on my mind.
As whoever is taking the ship back to port is doing that, um, we get a little whoop message from Carolyn, who says, "OMG, looks amazing, so nice today. Wish I could be there."
Mm.
I think if we can like fit that in the end of the boat situation, it would have taken all the uh, time for the trip to like all the time on the boat for NJ to finally feel adventurous, and she ended like the trip feeling like a sailor and like going around and like coiling ropes and doing like stuff with just a bob push down and really
Hmm.
going around and kind of showing off, feeling very at ease on the boat. Like just it took her time to get there, but she got there. Uh, is this physical enough?
Sure, go ahead, make a roll.
Yeah. Come on,
I'm just
weather.
gonna say while Angie is doing that, Celeste is sneakily taking so many pictures and videos because she finds it very funny and cute.
Okay. Oof. We
Mm.
got a 10 on the weather.
Okay.
April showers. The heavens open in a short burst of rain. So I think I'd like to. It happens just as we give back the keys,
Mhm.
and suddenly we have to find cover somewhere, anywhere.
Mm.
And the closest thing is the big bridge that
Mm.
we talked about in the beginning, and which has not a lot of space for people. We're not meant to cross under it, but does have a little bit of cover from the rain. And we
Mhm.
can see like some of the birds have also taken covers in the rafters and stuff. Yeah.
Classic Bradford to have rain for like 10 minutes, but it's the
Oh,
heaviest
yeah.
rain. It's absolutely pushing you into the earth and then it's gone. It's over.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
we flee to take refuge under this stone bridge.
That's
Um,
perfect timing.
we we have to we have to wait it out. No
Mhm.
use in getting everything on us soaked the final day. As we transition into getting bored. So, we're sitting under this bridge, crouched under this bridge. Maybe some of us are wringing out our hair if it got a little bit soaked. And we have time. Who knows when the rain will let up? What are we doing?
Emily, do you think you're still in like pajama mode with you were you had given up on looking classy today at breakfast?
She's decided to make the best of the situation. She's taken her scarf and she's kind of put it over her shoulders, poncho style, and she's belted it like she cinched it. She's like, I'm still cool. I still look kind of European, right? Great. So she salvaged it somewhat.
Mm.
Amazing. Uh,
Meanwhile, Celeste has pulled out a deck of cards from one of her cargo pockets, and is doing a one-handed shuffle just because she can.
that is so cool. I can barely shuffle normally, so that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Where did you learn that?
Uh, I think I learned it I think I was in Canada somewhere. I don't remember.
She
Wow.
has to think hard because she's been to so many places. Her
Yeah.
passport is thick.
She starts looking at her arms, at the different tattoos. That one, yeah. Yeah, I was in the Yukon. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's where I was.
Okay. Okay. Doesn't know
Uh,
what to say.
and maybe for a little bit we just stand in silence under the bridge. It's we've been together now for at least 5 6 days. You know, the first few days of a
Mhm.
girls trip, you're singing, you're like all having a good time, you're drunk, you're happy. But
Mhm.
after a little bit it gets quiet in the car or train or what have you. And this final day, there's a lot it seems like there's a lot that we still want to say, but it's just having trouble finding the surface. Um, and Emily will say, I could not have predicted that the last day that we would spend together would be crouched under the bridge like trolls. But maybe this is an aesthetic. Maybe we can be, trolls like give me my tithe of gold or I'm not letting you cross. Maybe there's a job market for that.
We could be the craft trolls. Like,
Craft trolls. Yes.
Now I'm just imagining those troll statues made of wood that are, oh, I forget where they are, but they're very, very fun. And you can sit in some of their laps. They're very big.
wow.
You could be one of those.
Okay, are they made of whole trees or like how does it work?
No, they're like sheets of wood that are like
Oh,
carved and then put together.
okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
that makes
Hmm.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I
I'm
haven't
just
seen all of them, but they are very nice.
gonna go back to taking pictures of the birds in silence.
Guys, uh, after
Yeah.
the rain lets up, what are we gonna do? The boat was our last thing on the docket. Maybe we should have something interesting to finish the trip off on?
Yeah,
What do you think?
I'm not ready to call it today. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they still have a hold of a few hours on the suitcases anyway, and it's not like we're paying extra for it, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
what else
mean,
is around
are
here?
are we thinking adventurous? Are we thinking like go to a cafe, chill? Do you want to do a highline tour? I don't know. I don't know if any of you are afraid of heights.
I feel like we've done cafes plenty every other week, basically, so yeah,
yeah.
maybe something interesting. What do you think?
Mm.
I'm gonna take all of your hands if I can, if you will give them to me, and I'm gonna say, what if? And gonna look at you, Celeste. What if we did something truly adventurous, like more, possibly more than the boat?
Would you be up for
How's your heart rate?
that?
It's bad.
What are you thinking?
I don't know.
So
I'm the least. I feel like I want to give this up to you guys because you guys know how to have fun a little bit. Like more, and I know how to have fun, but like quiet
Yeah.
fun. And well, this could be an opportunity to, I don't know, um, take it away.
yeah. So I have a couple of ideas, some that I've
You always
done.
do, go ahead.
Yes.
I mean, I know a very good laser tag place that isn't too far away from here, just a short bus ride. Or I point up at the bridge because I'm imagining that there's one of those bridge tours where you get clipped on with like the harnesses clipped on and you walk up the outside of the bridge to the top.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely, yes!
No. I am so sorry.
Or something else entirely.
Sorry, you don't wanna fall to your death? Like, sure,
No.
why not?
You're clipped in, there's no chance of falling.
Yes, but I feel like there are so many things that you can't always prepare for, and sometimes what if the clip is rusty? What if it gets stuck? What if it I don't sorry.
Love
I
this
won't list all
friendship.
of the worst case scenarios, I'm sorry. If that is something that the group wants to do.
No, we're gonna find an adventure you want to. I'm suddenly
Yeah, I
feeling
don't
very much like the roles are reversed. I'm suddenly feeling like I have to take care of you and that you're very precious. You know, like, oh,
I'm
this
fine
is what I look
feeling.
like
I'm
usually.
fine.
How about axe throwing? There's a local place.
That I could
yeah,
get behind.
Okay,
I've done that before. I'm happy to do it again. It's a great way to get out some frustrations.
sure.
True.
If all three of you are in agreement, um, how how frequent are the lethal accidents there? Just to know, just to be
I I
prepared.
I I don't think there's ever been, like, a lethal incident, but, I mean, we
Just
could ask.
if I try to throw and I throw the axe in the wrong direction and it's like, you know, towards me, It doesn't
Feel like
happen.
you would just get a bruise on your head if you did that. I feel like they only have the sharp end on one direction.
Yeah, yeah, it would be really bad luck if it's spun enough to. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
I
Okay.
doubt that they're actually super sharp either, because that also
No.
is kind of a liability thing.
Yeah, it's like carnival games with the axe throwing and with like shooting bow and arrows. They're all usually pretty dull so that there's less risk of injury.
That's good. That's very good. So we don't. It's it just sticks in a block of foam or something very soft, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
I guess we'll see. So as the rain abates, and the girls' decision to do axe throwing for their final event of the girls' trip, we are going to throw it over to a break. So we'll see you in a little bit.
Fun.
Hey y'all, welcome back. We're gonna hop straight back into gameplay as the girls group head off after hunching over a bridge to axe throwing, which the website assures us is safe and fun for the entire family or for corporate events. So we head over
I'm sure that'll be fine.
to the
Yep.
axe throwing venue. Um, what is the first thing that we see when we go inside, which is extremely obvious and perhaps alarming or comforting?
I just Googled axe throwing to look at pictures.
Um,
Um, the comforting thing is that it's very much like a shooting range where there are like cages and walls so
Mhm.
that you can't accidentally hit other people.
Yeah. Diane?
no, I was thinking it is cages, and so you can't, as you said, it's safe that way. But like the thing you're shooting at, there are cages on both sides. Like you're kind of shooting if you were to throw a little bit too high, um, like there's something sometimes you see axes being thrown above the wall and just hitting a sort of metallic net or mesh
Mhm.
that is in between, but you see them, you see some people being like startled by like axes that are coming towards them, even
Hmm.
if it's safe. It's safe, right?
Yeah.
The woman working the counter echoes that sentiment. She assures us it's definitely safe. We do have to sign waivers before we start throwing for our safety, but don't worry. We're very incident free. Make sure to stand in this position and throw from here. And she gives us the rundown. And then it seems much too quickly. The axes are in our hands, and we're standing kind of in booths. So we'll probably have to speak or talk a bit louder. But
Mhm.
yeah, as we throw the axes in this kind of pseudo outdoor space where the weather can still affect us, who would like to make that roll for the weather?
For the weather? I will. You can. 3.
Ooh.
Zowie.
The wind picks up in sudden gusts. That's not scary at all.
So this I suppose the situation is it while we're in this kind of like we have a roof over our heads, so it's not like we're going to get
Mhm.
actively rained on if there was precipitation.
Yeah.
But what it does mean is that anyone whose hair is like loose and not tied back, it is absolutely blowing in our faces and presumably the axes are quite heavy, so they're not really affecting the trajectory of the axe, but it does mean that everything that we say to each other we are essentially going to have to speak loudly or shout. So I'm sure that will be an interesting experience. Um,
Okay.
yes. Emily, for one, has never done anything like this. And
Mhm.
she kind of suggested axe throwing as a joke, like, oh, climbing onto a bridge would be so scary. Axe throwing is the same, right? Haha. And when everybody agreed to it, she realized that she might be in trouble. So I'm going to roll and see what that looks like for her.
I love this for her.
She's like, I am the architect of my own despair. Um, as Angie gets ready and starts watching the other girls throwing, she's kind of holding the axe. She feels the weight of it in both of her hands, and she realizes that she probably shouldn't have suggested this. Not because it's scary, but because everyone is so far away from her. If she wanted to speak to someone, it would need to be in the next booth over, and she has such little time to talk to these people, and she she realizes that the time that we have remaining, are we really going to spend it doing these, you know, activities? And so she throws, but they're half-hearted things. Her
Mm.
mind is elsewhere. What are the rest of you thinking or saying?
I feel like Celeste would notice the poor form and go over to you to try to like help you like no 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 you're holding your body completely wrong, you need to square up, you're holding it with both hands and you're going to just throw. And while she's doing that, it's just that moment of, is everything okay?
Um, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I I was thinking about what it's been like to be in the city. I was actually thinking about crafts, and I was thinking about the amazing triple chocolate cake that we had at that cafe, and, like, the owner won't give me the recipe no matter how many times I ask, and I just feel like I'm not going to be able to recreate it at home, and I'm gonna miss the cake so much. I mean, there's cake back home, but it's not cake, you know?
I think I know what you mean. I have my favorites everywhere I travel, and it's never the same wherever you go. The local flavors, the local palate is always different.
Yeah, but Bradford doesn't feel like home for you, does it? I mean,
Eh, honestly, nowhere feels like home to me. I have my little moments in time and things, but I don't really have a place that I feel is home. You know, people are my home more than the place.
you feel like you're home now?
I do, yeah.
Me too. What are the other 2 doing?
While I get rid of these tears.
um, I think uh Claire's doing a bit better than she thought she would. Still not great. Like we're not getting a bullseye, but um is like, "Ah, I got it. I hit a color." um
I think I'm probably watching Clara very closely. Like I'm trying to focus on my own. Like I said I was gonna be brave, and so I've thrown a couple times and I've remembered all the steps and I've done them all in order. And so if I do all the steps right, it should work. And I'm missing by quite a lot. And it feels like adventure is hard, but also Clara, I'm thinking about Clara's fingers because Clara is a writer. And I'm just, I, I know I said was going to be adventurous. For me, I was ready to throw myself headfirst into the adventure. But I'm thinking about Clara and the fact that she needs her fingers to write. And so I'm watching very closely and impressed, but also like, is she, and like thinking about all the steps while I watch her do this. And like, you've got this. You
Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it. Um,
good.
you gotta use both hands.
Yeah, you don't want to sprain anything, right? You're
Oh no, I don't think it. No, because
yeah.
I'm holding it with both. If I was trying to do it one-handed, then I might little wrists. But I think, yeah. What about you? How are you? Did you have you thrown yet?
Yeah, adventure is tough. It's I think it takes a lot of practice, but I'm very impressed with how well you're doing. Like you're almost at the center. That's not
I
nothing.
know, right? Who would have thunk, right?
Like even if it doesn't necessarily make sense to you, I'm like just gonna grab onto the cage that's in between us and I'm gonna say like, you're ready for this.
Thank you. Oh.
The Flammkuchen arrives on the table.
Hey. Yeah.
The stilles Wasser, still water after having alcohol, day before and the day of and earlier on the boat trip. It's
Mm,
no alcohol while you're throwing axes. Seems like a reasonable request. So
yep.
Oh no, I was booing the stilles Wasser.
sparkling. Um,
Sprudelwasser.
um, and as we take a break to munch on this pizza-like thing, which is not pizza, um, we have a rare moment where there isn't like dull thudding sounds in the background and us shouting over at each other. And Emily says, "Oh, before I forget, should we take another pic to send?"
Oh,
Oh
yeah, of course.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
should. Should get a target behind us. Get one of the targets behind us.
Oh,
Let's get yours behind us because you have a couple of axes in there.
Are we allowed to like hold the axe while we take a picture, you think?
I think so.
yeah, probably. We look around. The staff is like busy. We're like, yeah, yeah, it seems fine. So we take a quick pic, holding our axes like they're prized fish, and we're fishermen. And set it down responsibly before a member of the staff can tell us that that's against company policy. Um,
Like cis men on a dating app.
yes, and
Yeah.
we send it to our missing friend, and she quickly sends back, "Please don't chop off any of your fingers. Missing you guys. Wish I was there."
Aw, wish you were here too.
Yeah. We'll save any fingers that
Oh my god!
No one's missing fingers.
okay, okay, too much.
Um, guys, is the plan after this to go back and just get the suitcases and part ways?
I mean, when are we all heading out? Trains, planes, automobiles.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's tomorrow for me as well.
Mm. I have a train, but it's not until really late, so that time.
Me too. It'll, I also booked an evening flight because I didn't know what shape I was gonna be in after this, honestly. I needed some time to sleep in, so
Um, who is going to be in the city long enough that I can give my craft to Carolyn? Um, maybe Celeste? Or I guess, well, sorry, I don't wanna put you in that situation, Angie.
Yeah, but it makes sense. But I'm not sure when Carolyn's heading out. That's the question. Do
Oh.
we know where when her when she's moving out?
Um, I think she said as soon as I can, but I don't know what that means.
I mean, is
yeah.
she taking a moving truck? Is she flying somewhere? I don't remember the details. She wasn't very descriptive.
No, she wasn't. Seemed very sudden.
Can we I can I can keep it, and if we miss her, I can send her a package.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay,
was thinking, we can always mail it to her.
okay. Then
Yeah.
then we'll do it after this, just to make sure it's, you know, we can exchange them at the same time. I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah, of
it had a home. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
course.
Yeah.
Of course. I think we can still hear a lot of noise behind us.
Mm-hmm.
A
Behind
little
us.
quiet might be nice,
Yeah.
if you still have time.
Yeah, there's still
Sure.
time.
One last cafe stop.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure. We munch on our Flammkuchen and head out to spend the last little bit of time that we have together. Um, there is a cafe nearby that's got that pseudo indoor outdoor seating where those they have the clear plastic tarp things. Lets in a
Mm.
little bit of wind, but it's not going to rain directly on your head. And we get our drinks and sit there, and it's almost like it is every 2 weeks, just down one and for the last time. So, what energy are you all bringing into this last impromptu craft meeting? Go ahead.
Let's find out. Oh, that's a three.
Oop.
Oh, little bit of anger going on there. Huh. I feel like I'm getting distracted by the glitter that's floating in this die. I feel like it's a little bit more of anger at the situation because Celeste loves to travel. She's constantly on the move, but yeah, it's more like she just wishes that she could pick up all her friends, put them in her pocket, and take them with her. So I feel like that's more the vibe for her.
You look upset.
Probably a little bit. Not like teary or anything like that, but very contemplative.
Is something wrong?
Nothing wrong exactly. Just, I don't know, it's our last day together. Not gonna be the same after this.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's not even the same now.
No. Yeah. Because 'cause we're missing one.
Yeah.
Whew.
I think I'll have Emily roll to do the same.
Yeah.
She holds her apple cider, and Emily looks Normally, when you see her at your craft meetups, um, and probably to most of the outside world, she almost seems approachable before she not approachable before she opens her mouth. She's always in, like, business clothes. She kind of looks like, she's got her life together, and for the most part, she does. She's had a successful career here. This is a big banking city, and you've probably never seen her have an emotional breakdown, and she doesn't really have one here, but she's probably more honest looking and naked than you've seen in a while. And she says, I there's been something that's really weighing on me.
Mm.
I haven't really told, non-local friends about this. It's a little bit heavier, but could I?
Yeah, what's on your mind?
So you know that I have an older brother. His name's Luke, and I'm going back because he's not doing well. Um, uh, I mean, well, really, I should be saying I'm lucky. At least the chemo is working, but uh, it's a lot, and um, I feel I'm feeling such complicated things about going home. Most of all, I feel guilty. Um, when I was a kid, he was already, you know, a teen, and I didn't really hang out with him a lot, even though he took care of me, most of my childhood. There was a time when the neighborhood kids, stole my bike. My friend and I were riding around the neighborhood, and, kids, they stole it, and I was asking for it back, and it wasn't working. And Luke came over, and he made them give it back, but because my friend was with me, and because, you know, he speaks English with an accent, and I didn't think he was very cool, I told her that he was my uncle, um, and then I forgot about it, and it didn't come up again until, graduation, and, you know, my friend, being nice, said to him, "You've been such a supportive uncle," and he smiled and just said, "Yeah." I think there's so many times that I didn't appreciate him as much as I should have, and he took care of me for so long, and I should want to go back to take care of him, but I don't want to leave. I feel like I'm already making a home here, and I feel selfish for saying that.
No, no, you're going to help him. It's not you're doing something that's incredibly hard and you're still doing it. You're choosing this. If it was easy, you wouldn't be brave, but you are. And I don't think it's fair to feel guilty for what happens when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think anybody's been a perfect poster child, always smiling, done nothing wrong. What matters is what you do now, and you're going, even though it is really difficult. And honestly, you have such a good life here. I don't know if I would be that brave. You should, I'm proud of you.
I think I'm just afraid that even if I come back in the future, I mean, most of y'all will be gone. Maybe you will have moved on. I mean, maybe we'll still talk, but it won't be the same. What if this is the best that I'm ever going to be? What
I
if
don't think that's true
what makes you so sure?
because you're an amazing person and you always, no matter what life seems to throw at you, you always seem to have it all together. And I'm sorry that this is weighing so heavily on you and that you had a hard time telling us about it. But I think that it's perfectly natural for you to feel like it's unfair to leave when you're finally feeling like you're putting down roots somewhere, and that's always gonna be difficult. But at the same time, I don't think that you should beat yourself up about feeling that unfair. 2 things can exist at the same time, and
Yeah.
emotions are difficult, and there's nothing saying that you can't feel that and be want to be there for your brother while he's going through this horrible ordeal. It doesn't make you a less of a person.
And you don't go through it alone. We're just a phone call or a text message away. You can always
Exactly.
reach out to us.
Yeah. Clara, do you feel like you're gonna leave anything behind? Do you think you're gonna miss anything when you go? I mean, the yoga retreat and then school, it's big life changes.
Of course I do. Of course I do. It so much is changing so fast, and to be honest, I don't think I really sat and, like, thought about everything that I'm leaving behind because that feels really hard, and if I do that, then I won't wanna leave. But I think sometimes, like, do you ever feel like you just need something to change? Like, you just feel stuck or, um yeah, just stuck is the best word that I can think of, and I just needed something to shake loose, and I love you guys so much, and I know I'm gonna miss our regular coffee dates and our crafting but at the same time, we have our group chat and we can always, like, connect with each other virtually even
Mhm.
though it's not in person, um,
Yeah.
so I don't think we're leaving this point, but we're not leaving each other, and we're not leaving the connections that we have, and we're not leaving our support network with each other. So it's kind of 50-50, I think.
Yeah, definitely. But like you said, we'll always have the group chat. And if we ever need advice from one another or uh, to hype each other up, anything like that.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And we
But
have to
hey,
send each
this
other
is,
progress pictures,
of
you know?
course. Oh, listen, I know that I come and go all over the place, but you should see my phone. I have so many random group chats, message chats with people from all over the place. And that's not a humble brag or anything like that, but genuinely, I connect with people everywhere I go. And it's always nice to see where they are, what they're doing, how things are going, how their pets are.
Yeah.
Not like I can have a pet of my own the way I am, the way I travel.
That would be difficult. I could
Like a very
imagine.
small one?
Eh, if I weren't deathly allergic to cats, maybe I could do a cat, but being allergic to them kind of negates that a little bit.
Yeah.
A
It
little
would
bit.
be difficult to travel with a cat, I would assume.
Allergies are bad. I think at this point, like roll for emotions like
Ah,
earlier
yeah.
when we got to the table, and
Mm.
uh, I've just been uh, quietly sobbing in the background of all these conversations,
Oh.
but like nodding along and kind of wearing the bob a little bit further down so you can't see it too much. Because these are very important conversations to have, and I don't want you to focus on that too much. But I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
allergies are hard, and I'm just gonna start fully sobbing, even though it's not
Oh.
about allergies at all.
No,
Just,
Angie.
um, why are you all leaving?
It's not
I know. You don't have to answer that. I know. I'm just. It's it's not gonna be the same city without you guys. I wasn't missing you a few years ago. My life wasn't great, but it got better and it got more interesting and it got way more beautiful, and it's a large part thanks to you four. And 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 I can't go back and look at the city the way I did before I met all of you in the craft club. It's gonna feel so empty there. I don't know
that
what to
just
do.
means you'll need to find new connections.
Yeah.
It won't be the same as us, of course, but
Yeah, it won't be you guys. It's gonna be. I don't know. I just want to cheer for you all because you're all going towards beautiful and important things, and this is what you should be doing. And I'm so proud and happy about that. But I don't know how I'm gonna make those connections without comparing everyone to you all the time.
No.
I know I shouldn't. I know it's not nice, but as so I think I was trying to do that like last Thursday when Janie came over to talk about crafts and scrapbooking a little bit, and I was like, Janie's not as cool as all of you.
Oh, no.
And I know it's bad, it's a bad thought, but it's
It's not bad.
listen, we know that we're the coolest people that you know.
hard.
That's a given. But you can always find people that are different kind of cool. You never know.
Exactly.
I believe in you. You're also extremely exceptionally cool. You'll
Yes.
find your people.
I was just gonna say, you'll be the cool one now.
Mm.
I don't know. Am I gonna be able to be even a 10% as cool as you if you're not here pushing me to throw axes and
I mean,
drive
first
a
of
boat
all,
without a license, and
you already are. Let's establish that right now.
Mhm.
you're just saying that because you like me.
Well, yeah.
We like you because you're cool.
Because you're cool.
And she's gonna keep serving, but like hide behind her bob fully for a second and just be like, give me a minute. I love you
Or
guys.
will like throw an arm around her and like side hug, like pat pat. It's okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Clara,
Yeah.
what I never asked really, but what do you think you want to write?
Oh, I don't know. There's so many different things that I kind of have in my head. Um, probably like short stories, maybe write about things that I've experiencing the past few years, and because certainly my therapist thinks that'll help process some of that. Uh, so start there, I guess, and um, yeah, have a couple of stories bobbing around in the back of my brain that I want to try to flesh out, but I want to make sure that I have the the right tools and skill set to like make sure that it's actually something that people will want to read. um and will connect to. So,
You'll show us your stories?
of course, I'll send you the rough drafts.
I
And you can
love
pick it
it.
apart. You can be my beta readers.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Uh, I don't know if I'd be very good at that, but I can certainly read it and cheer you on.
Well, we could take the feedback and thoughts and things that made you laugh or cry or
Yeah.
like, what is this?
Yeah. I would love to read your stories. I Same, I don't know if the feedback is gonna be very interesting, but
You never know.
yeah.
It's nice to get a different perspective
And
sometimes.
I just selfishly I want to read those stories for my own enjoyment because I know they're gonna be fabulous.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Hey guys, um, I don't want to let this run too late because I know some of us are having flights tomorrow. Should we
Yeah.
trade?
Oh,
The
yeah.
gifts? Yeah.
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 We
Let's do
should.
that. Um, I like
Who
going for
wants
my
to go
little
first?
bag.
Everyone shuffles around in their respective bags. Since this was a crafting group first and foremost, I think most of us
Yes.
kind of know what our general crafts were. But yeah, who's the first to pull up their little object?
Well, Celeste's is in the other cargo pocket because it is very small. Listen, she doesn't have to walk around with purses or anything. It's perfect. Um, but she picks out this very small embroidery hoop that is very carefully made and perhaps a little bit bigger than this one that I physically have in front of me. And she turns it over to face Angie and she hands you this
Oh,
because you are a burning flame. You are a candle that lights all of our paths. She hands that off to you.
This is so beautiful. Um,
Shall we have you go next and just go from there?
yeah.
Okay.
Um, so this is, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm above table giving to you, Emily, right?
Hmm.
Yes.
Absolutely. So um, I have collected, and Angie is going to hand you a little photo album, and this is just a bunch of pictures of us with like little flowers and stuff and glitter stuck on it, and some moments that we took pictures of, some of our crafts, some of the stuff we did together. You even recognize some of the stuff we did together on the earlier days because I was actually gathering material for for your album. And this is you, even if you hadn't talked in details, about your brother, you say that you didn't exactly know how to connect uh, with him anymore. So this is, if you need a starting point, you can talk about us, and you can show him what we did at the craft club, and have a little reminder of us at the same time.
It's really sweet.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. And what a nice reminder of all the good moments we had together as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Um, this one's going to be a little interesting. And gifting to Carolyn, but obviously she's not here. I think you'll probably need to give this to her and maybe explain
Yeah.
it. But this is, and she pulls out of her bag one of those like fairly small canvas, like blank canvases. Only this one is not blank anymore. It's a mixed media. Um, Most of it is painted, and there's little embroidered bits on it. And it is a single swan floating on a river, and the border of it has apple blossoms. And she says, you know, I remember how wrecked she was when she separated from her partner. I so many long phone calls, and when they got married, they had these swans on the cake because obviously it's like swans made for life and all this other stuff. But I was, I guess I was kind of thinking about, you know, life after a split. And she's wonderful. She's so funny, no less beautiful. And I hope that she has a beautiful spring ahead of her, even if I'm not there to see it in person. So, Carolyn's gift is to,
For me, I believe.
yes,
Uh,
will you describe what it is that um, she has perhaps given to you ahead of time?
yeah. She would have, I don't recall what her craft is, but it would basically be, like, a like a decoupaged, like, box that I could put, like, my notions, and stuff in, like, my, accoutrement for, like, crafting for, like, crocheting and knitting, so, like, space markers and, all those different little things. There's, like, little pockets and things, but on the outside, it's, got, like, different, like, flowers. There's a picture of us, like, on the top, and it's got, like, different, like, old, kind of like the botanical flowers I have on my wall hanging, around the box, that are, violets and sunflowers, because those are Clara's, favorite flowers, um, around the outside, and she signed it on the bottom.
Props to Caroline. She was the only one who got it ready in time before the trip.
Everyone else rage crafted over the course of this trip, but one person got it.
And I would have,
Yep.
like, taken pictures of it so I could show it to you guys.
Mhm.
Um, and then, I had Celeste, um, for my gift, and what she pulls out of her, little project bag that she kind of always has. Um, but knowing that you're, uh, nomadic and don't like to have a lot of things on you, she would have made, like a crocheted almost like a not quite a bandolier, but almost the,
Mhm.
um, like one of those fancy, like, hip belt things that you could have
Yeah.
little pockets and things on. So it's
Mhm.
not something that would be bulky or take up a lot of space. And she's also put in, like, little, like, carabiner clips in certain places so that you could clip, like, um since you lost your GoPro, could have, like,
Yeah.
little pockets that you could put, like, your camera or, like, something and have it where you can, like, clip it to stuff. So it's something that's functional, doesn't take up a lot of space, and is in, like, kind of, variegated greens, to kind of,
Nice.
like, match most of what she sees you wear.
Mhm. This is gorgeous. Thank you.
You're welcome, I hope it's useful.
I'm immediately putting it on.
Noticed.
And,
Sorry.
things that were in the pockets are now getting put into the bandolier. Shuffling things around.
Yeah. While you were all talking, like I was speechless when I received this beautiful embroidery, but I've managed to like sort of pin it with a couple, maybe three or four um just pins around, and I've pinned
Mhm.
it to my shirt. It hangs rather
Aw.
poorly. It's not, but I want to have it there because it's just gorgeous, gorgeous artwork.
Mm.
As you always like, you don't need to also amaze in a arts and crafts way, but you always do.
Mm.
So the gifts were exchanged a while ago. The tea has been drunk, so much so that the final teapot is basically just hot water with leaves in it. We've sat for as long as we were able, probably a little bit longer than was really responsible, but the inevitable can only be put off for so long. It is time to make our goodbyes. So, I would like each of us to go around and maybe say what it is we say to the last person that we say goodbye to, um, or what sentiment we carry on with us the next day or when we leave the city.
Hmm.
Mm,
I'll say for Emily, I think she would probably go up to Angie and she would say, "Hey, um, I am so glad we've gotten where we've gotten. I know that I joined the craft group late and you guys already had this friend group, and I you didn't have to tell me. I knew that you felt like we were pretty different. And we are. I think we are in many ways, but in case I've ever not made it clear, I want to do this in person now while I can. I want to tell you that nothing, nothing that you do or don't do or accomplish or don't accomplish will make me think less of you ever. I love your photo collages and I love how kind and hilarious and giving you are. I I'm sorry it took me a little bit to recognize that. And I love you and I hope if or when I come back to the city, if I ever make my home in Bradford again, I hope that I'll be able to see you
I'll
and
be
grab
there.
coffee and kuchen.
Yeah. You you got there after the rest of us, yes, but you fit in immediately. And it was like we always knew you were gonna belong. And yeah, I guess, I'm sorry if that made you feel like I was put off or something, but I was just very impressed because many of the things you have accomplished is stuff that I want for myself. And I was, I guess, putting you on a bit of a pedestal. And I'm so happy it melted that quickly when we were talking about crafts and the things we like to do. And like, I'm really happy I got to know you as a person, not as the picture of successful woman in the city. Just you, just really you. It feels so good to know you. And as long as I'm here, this is I'll be so happy if you come back. If
Yeah,
it's the right time for you ever, please do.
I think when people are on a pedestal, they're up too high for them to hug you. So I'm glad that there's no pedestal in the way, and she'll give her a final hug. The other two, how are you saying your final goodbyes?
It's gonna be strange. We've been so, not to use a crafting pun, but we've been so close knit for so long. I'm curious to see what we'll all be when we don't have this pivot point of Bradford. What do you think? What will we be?
think we'll still be us, just
Yeah.
with different flavors, I guess, of
Yeah.
whatever's going on in our lives. And um, but I think we'll always have this moment in time to remember and to look back on. And I think that, of course, it will have changed us in so many different ways. And we carry all of that with us. And I will carry something of each of you with me. And I'm so incredibly grateful for the time that I got to spend with you all, and grateful for your support and like helping me figure out the parts of myself that I thought I'd lost. Um, and that I didn't think that I would have been brave enough to go off and do something like this on my own. But it's because of you guys that I found that. And I'm beyond grateful. Um, and it's
You
really hard to say goodbye.
you are going to be an incredible writer.
Thank you.
She just wraps you up in a
Yeah,
very tight
full
hug.
bear hug.
Absolutely. Gives you like the longest hug to the point that someone would think that it was a little bit awkward, but she does not care.
No, it's fine. She will stay in it very tightly.
The hug eventually ends. The night eventually ends. Some people depart in the morning, that evening, the next few days, the next season. By the end of the year, Frankfurt, Bradford is a little quieter. Someone wanted to say something though before we wrap.
Yes, sorry, I forgot that it didn't have my name. Um, about 6 months later, I would say you all get a photo in the group chat of a new tattoo that Celeste has that is over her heart, and it's like an incorporation of every single one of our crafts.
Oh.
And it's the only tattoo that she has that is not a postage stamp.
Oh, my heart.
So, the final goodbye has been said, and our story ends for now. But we, the cast, still have our goodbyes to say. So, I'll transition us into the outro. So, thank you all so much for being here today. As you can see, the table is full of spectacular, wonderful, creative role players who I've been honored to have. I have been, again, Luyu Sun. My pronouns are she and her. Forgot that in the intro. I am going to plug March Winds, April Showers. If you would like to get this game in PDF form, it's available now. You can also pick up Michelle Kelly's latest creation, Lie to Him. You can find this, the related info on BackerKit, although the successful fundraiser is now over. Amazing.
Yeah.
But you can find Michelle Kelly's work any place on the internet that fine TTRPGs are sold. I'm going to huck it back over to Anya. Go ahead and please plug yourself and
Yeah.
give your outro.
Yeah, so my name is Anya. You can find me literally everywhere at Laliang Cosplay. If the username exists on a platform, it's me. I might not be using the platform, but it's me. Um, the thing that I would like to plug is that I am going to be running one of my games. Oh, wait, I have it over here. I can show it. I knocked things over. Sail the Oceans Queer, Gay Magical Pirates going a gay magical adventure over on Women of TTRPG. So that's going to be next Friday. And I'm looking at the thing 7 p.m. GMT. So 8 p.m. CEST, CET. Anyway. And hey, speaking of Michelle, she's one of my players in that game. So you should definitely check that out next week on the 27th. It's me. I'll popcorn over to Diane.
Okay. So it was Diane, she, her. I don't really have anything to plug for now. You can find me on most platforms as Super Sardine Burial, mostly Blue Sky. I don't think I'm really anywhere else anymore. You can find me in some places, um, but yeah, that's about it. Itch.io too. I do not have anything going on next. Taking it slow because this was only my second AP and
Hey.
it's a lot. So
You did amazing.
all of you did incredible. But we're not yet at the stars because I have so many to give. I'm gonna pop on it. The song.
I'm Song Marshall, and you can find me on most social platforms. Most of them I'm also not active on anymore, but I'm the Whimsy Blurred on most of them. I'm mostly active on Blue Sky and Threads these days. And if you're in the London area, theater company that I'm working with, Far Between, we are doing a very queer 1920s speakeasy version of Much Ado About Nothing, March 31st to April 4th at Arches Lane Theater, and you can check that out.
I want to go.
Yeah.
I
Wonderful.
can't.
And as always, our missing player is Renee Williams. Unfortunately, she was ill and couldn't make it today, but thank you so much for doing all the prep things with us. Your story is in ours. So really appreciate it. Also, thank you so much to Euphoria, the channel that we are playing on. You can follow Euphoria on the socials listed below. You can subscribe. Please, please support them on Patreon. And you can also join the Discord where there is always discourse happening daily. Um, I would also like to say TTRP Girls is not over. You can find the other games happening for the month in Euphoria socials, and you can also find it on the Discord under events. And one last thing is that are casting calls open for Euphoria now, recording in May. If you are interested, we've got Nibiru and Campfire both with player applications open. So if you've ever wanted to join a table that is European focused and honestly absolutely incredible with safety tools and amazing, amazing people, please do that there. I have been absolutely honored, even despite internet and computer issues. I've been honored to have you tonight. And thank you so much, all of you. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.
Bye. Wait, 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 wait.